Yes, y'all are in for a good one today. I can promise you it's going to be powerful. And the word niggatry is always going to come into the front foremost. But before we do anything else, TD, talk to the people.
Appreciate it, Mr. Davis. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking the mold? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want partners, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, if it begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends, ayy. You when I touching the can, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in to win. Said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast, but wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat, hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast, my whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Yeah, y'all already know what time it is. Your boys is in the building, and it's time to talk legacy. Cam Newton's legacy, to be exact. Look, he was seen as the most prosperous quarterback in Carolina Panthers history. And after he recently went on his own podcast and he talked about him walking around with his son and looking around in the building and not even seeing a piece of what he had in the past, a piece of his name on the building that he helped build. Cam Newton is voicing his opinions on how he felt the Carolina Panthers and the Panther fans and the Panther legacy has treated him to this point. Now I got a little bit of that sound bite before we get into it, and then like I said, I'm gonna get the fellas' opinions after that. But we got a little bit of the sound bite. Let me know if you can hear this right here.
Question was, we don't know if Cam's retired yet. Newsflash, I'm never going to retire. I know I've played my last piece of football. It don't matter to me to officially retire. A couple years ago, I had initiatives that I brought to the forefront to the Carolina Panthers. I said, I'm really taking this media shit serious. Why don't we give a live audience the experience to let's do a Funky Friday for the masses. We're approaching, at this time, it was 5 years since the 2015 season. I was like, we could do a 2-for-1. I can talk to Luke Kuechly. I can talk to Thomas Davis. I can talk to Greg Olsen, unfiltered, in a way in front of an audience that we can just share stories. This could be the perfect way to pass the torch to Bryce Young. Correct. I think the fans are like that. Did that get pushed through, Pay?
No.
At this particular point in time, the question was, we don't know if Cam's retired yet. Newsflash, I'm never going to retire. I know I've played my last piece of football. It don't matter to me to officially retire. A couple years ago, I had initiatives that I brought to the forefront to the Carolina Panthers. I said, I'm really taking this media shit serious. Why don't we give a live audience the experience to let's do a Funky Friday for the masses. We're approaching, at this time, it was 5 years since the 2000.
That's the first clip, and I'm going to play the second clip. This is the second part of it.
Hey, honest question.
What's up?
Do you think Cam Newton has played his last down in the NFL?
Yeah, I believe so. I think you have
Breland, do you think I'm ever going back to play in the NFL?
Realistically, no.
Okay. Can I be vulnerable real quick?
Yeah.
All right. People don't know this story, but I'm going to tell it. I don't have no quarrel with David Tepper. I don't have no quarrel with nobody in the Panthers organization. I speak my mind unbiasedly, no matter who and what franchise it is. Last year, we had a 7-on-7 tournament in Charlotte.
Correct.
We went into the Panthers facility. And you mean to tell me one of the greatest Panthers to ever play ain't up nowhere? I'm talking nowhere. Who brought it to my attention? My son. Hey, honest question.
What's up?
Do you think Cam Newton has played his last down in the NFL?
Yeah, I believe so. I think you have.
Breland.
So with that clip right there that you just heard, and they started speaking about Cam Newton playing his last snap in the NFL, and he talked about his son and him walked around and saw no resemblance of him even in the stadium, in the area, in the vicinity. That speaks volumes to who we are as a franchise. Seems to be where the direction is heading in the franchise. And for a guy that, like I said, helped build the program, number one, not to even have a poster, a number one, a Cam Newton jersey, nothing in the building, to me, is very devastating for a franchise. Because if you go to Green Bay, I guarantee you they got Brett Favre memorabilia up. I guarantee you they got.
Green Bay. I done been to Green Bay too. They got all the legends in that state. I'm talking about everybody that ever did something is posted on the walls in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Everybody that's ever did it. Whether you go to Baltimore, I'm pretty sure they got Lamar stuff up right now as a two-time MVP. Matt Ryan, you can't go to Atlanta without seeing some of the impact that Matt Ryan had all over the franchise to this day. You go and you see legends. And yes, Cam Newton is a legend in this game. And I don't know why the disrespect comes from the fan base to the point where people treat him. I believe it's because he's so accessible and people can reach out, touch him, hear from him so often. I don't believe that they miss him enough. And you would think with what we're seeing on the field right now, you would miss him.
Right. Mm-hmm. I think it's just a certain sector of the fan base that speaks negative of Cam. It's one sector of the fan base that I noticed. I always bring up one thing on Cam, and that's he didn't dive on the ball. I've been seeing that shit the last couple of days, and that shit just pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? That's why he ain't in the stadium, because he didn't dive on the fumble and all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? We just got a dumbass fan base. It's just that's what it is. For the most part, I ain't gonna say everybody, but we just got a fan base, man. A certain sector of the fan base is just a bunch of dumbass.
Now, when you take a look, and before I say anything else, before I get started, shout out to Neo Shadow Wolf. Our prayers and our thoughts go out to you. He just lost his grandmother, and to everybody in the Discord. If you can, I would like to do something special. If everybody in the chat at some point in time can send $1 to WQ09 or even $5, I want to get together and send something to a token of love or gratitude to this young man over here, because his grandmother was a very good, she would listen to the show, and it was on my heart to do something for his grandmother. So I'm putting it at the bottom, $ WQ09. If y'all can help contribute to something, he just lost his grandmother, and I want to send him a love token, man, for him and his grandmother over there. So please, to anybody in the chat, if y'all could help out if you can. But anyway, yeah, man, appreciate that. That's big to anybody that's watching. Please help in that direction if you could. But looking at Cam Newton's numbers from the time that he took off, from the time that he walked in the building, and I want to make sure I make this crystal clear on the screen for everybody right here. 4,000 yards in his rookie year, 4,051. 21 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Yes, it was a losing season that particular season. Yes, 2012, he had 3,800 yards in his second year, 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, in another losing season. But as once everything came together, where we end up getting everything together, we got Luke Kuechly and the crew together, and we take it off from 2013 to 14, where we start getting wins, where we start competing for divisions, where under Cam Newton, we won the division 4 times. 3 times were with a winning record. One time we won it with a 7-8-1 record. 4 division titles in 8 years, which is more than half of the winning percentage for a quarterback. Out of 8 years, he had you 4 times in the division. Now, fellas, I ain't the smartest person, but if you win more than half of your career at a certain place, what does that make you?
That makes you some type of legend in that place that you played at. You should definitely have your name on the, especially if you were a quarterback. The Ring of Honor, something. You should have a goddamn trophy in a trophy case, a plaque, a picture, something.
I agree 1,000%. Logic, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Y'all quiet, Logic.
Hey, man. Nah, I just trying to finish up work, man. Bruh, y'all know I work at the bank, man. Y'all know I'm in the building. Ain't. It might be one little, little small image or something somewhere for Cam, but it's nowhere that the fans can see it. It ain't nowhere that public access. They act like the man didn't exist. I don't understand that. No other organization is gonna do their quote unquote legends that way. So why are we doing Cam like that?
Right.
How many? I don't want. I'm no disrespect for the dead. No disrespect to a legend. No disrespect to the reason that we have keep pounding in Carolina. But how many years did Sam Mills play for us?
Just what? 3 years? 2, 3 years?
It was three. It was three.
Yeah, 3 years. 3 years.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Three. Okay. So and we have a whole statue out there for him and a meaning and the whole thing. Keep pounding movement. Got it. Stitched in our jersey. Now, no disrespect to Sam Mills, but we don't got Cam nowhere.
Right.
Bro,
Damn.
I got it on the
The
screen
only
right now. What Cam Newton did in the years and the record right here is now on the screen, just in case y'all boys wanted to see it.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
The
that's that's,
only
that's
the
crazy.
only
That's
the
crazy.
only the only MVP that we've ever had. The only
Rookie of the year, offensive player of the
offensive
year,
rookie of the year,
MVP,
man. Come on.
multi-time divisional winner. Man, I swear, I swear,
But
I
but but
swear.
you know, but and that's the problem with the Panthers. I think until we do undo our wrongdoings to Cam, because karma real, and that goddamn karma kicking our ass. David Tepper better goddamn realize, goddamn it, karma till he get it right with Cam, man, our legend, man. We gonna continue to make dumb, stupid moves, or if we do make a good move, the shit ain't gonna work because goddamn the football guys ain't happy with us, man. I truly believe that shit, man. We got some
I do
bad
too,
motherfuckers
D'Angelo.
running
When
around
he
here, man.
when he got pushed out that building, we fell off a cliff and we ain't been back up there since.
We ain't been back since. Ever since ever since
well,
this motherfucking oil left this building, man. Goddamn it, we've been in the motherfucking pits.
and I'm gonna tell you, the number one thing is D'Angelo. As you see right here, you can put Cam Newton face on a thumbnail and people won't show up. But if you put Bryce Young face on a thumbnail,
Oh,
you got him
oh, them
coming
dog.
from left to right.
It
Left
don't
to
make
right, and
Yeah.
this
sense.
boy ain't
It
win
don't
shit.
make sense. It don't
Don't
make
make no
sense,
sense.
Q.
It
That
don't
dude
make
was
no
a
sense.
heart and soul. Literally gave up his body for us,
Right,
bro. Ron Rivera, much as you like him, much as you hate him, whatever the case may be, literally went into the drafts each year saying, "Well, I know this dude can put him on my back and carry it, so I don't got to put a bunch of people around him.
right.
I'm gonna just go
I
to
ain't
the
got
defense."
right, right. I ain't got to draft a
So
Mm-hmm.
for,
goddamn
for
soul.
people to even for people to even bring up Jake Delhomme when Jake Delhomme had all these guys around him carrying him, because that's exactly what happened. But you got
Yeah,
Cam Newton over here carrying the whole franchise on his back. But you speak about these two in the same realm. That's
right,
so disrespectful, bro. So
right,
disrespectful.
right. I don't understand it,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Check this out on the screen right here. Now, after we get Luke Kuechly and we go 7-9 that next year, we go 12-4 with our quarterback that they say wasn't worth shit, ain't shit. You know, like I said, can't put up any numbers. He put up 3,000 yards that season, 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Then we go that next year, 7-8-1. They got it down as 5-8-1, but we actually went 7-8-1 that year because we tied with the Browns that season. And we won the division that year. So this was the first team to ever win the division title in the NFC South 3 times in a row. That was a record by Cam Newton at the time because we went 15-1 the following season and went to the Super Bowl. And after our Super Bowl season, we went 6-9. And then it's like we finished off 11-5, 2017. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Since that bare ending of Cam Newton being seen after he got hurt, it has been abysmal with this franchise. And you guys has hit it on the head. This franchise has to atone for the sins of one not showing appreciation to a guy that built this thing brick from brick. Like I said, he is the face of the franchise even when he is not even still here. Still the face of the franchise. Right now, he is more known than anybody on that field.
Right, Q.
You-
And
Go ahead.
the fact, let me just say this real quick. The fact that Cam bought so many fans, man, it's you know what I'm saying? He brought a whole new fan base to this organization. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think David Tepper, because David Tepper wasn't here. He wasn't with the Panthers. Well, he can't. But fuck, he was still in football. But
Yeah, but
I
he
don't think he really understands
that,
what Cam
and that's
brought
my
to the
problem,
Chargers.
D'Angelo. I'm worried too that he don't fully understand the impact Cam had. So it was just another guy to get out the way and start fresh, get another face in here, and let's restart. I don't think he
Yeah,
understood the impact the man had. I mean, he literally changed our franchise, bro. And I think people really don't. I think they underestimate just how massive it
right,
was, bro. He was
right,
nobody thinking
right,
about Carolina, even when we had our good seasons. Nobody thought about us. We remember we were the cardiac cat. Do you know what cardiac
right,
means? It's a surprise.
Hard
Nobody
dog.
expected us. Come on, bro.
right.
Lord have mercy. Our own fan base now thinking this, talking like this.
Mm-hmm.
You got fan base doing it, and you got the organization. Like you said, he walking in the building. I mean, he might well be just one of us, bro. They don't know
Right,
us.
right.
Come on.
And your son, 8-year-old son, knowing he hell, he 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So he really don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Cam playing for the Panthers if he's 8 years old, but he know. I'm pretty sure he's heard like damn. So I'm pretty sure he's expecting to come to the goddamn Panthers facility, seeing all these
Yeah.
old players, and goddamn, where my dad at? I want some daddy.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Well, yeah. Unless he went back and watched the videos. I mean, there's plenty of
Right. Well,
videos
yeah, yeah,
of Cam in the
yeah,
building with Chosen, but he was too young to probably
right,
remember that.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
Well, you know what the crazy thing? What I would have loved to be able to walk into that stadium, knowing every Sunday I got a chance to win a game with the type of quarterback that Cam Newton is. I walk into that stadium at Bank of America with a Bryce Young, and I say to myself, "Well, I
You ain't got a
hope that the
chance in
defense. You ain't got a chance to hear. You hope everybody else show up because we don't know about this nigga."
Yeah,
You see the
right.
difference? That's a big difference, bro. I ain't got no confidence in this motherfucker, man.
I mean,
Like I
that's a
mean, if
fact, bro.
if we had Cam right now, I mean, us going in next week playing Kansas City, we wouldn't be saying we ain't got a chance in hell. We might not be as good as the Chiefs, but we would be thinking, goddamn, we got a chance. Goddamn it, we got Superman. Goddamn it, we got a chance. Shit,
Think about it,
God,
dog. Cam Newton is the same age as us, just about. Cam Newton, 34 years old, and
well, he
at
ain't the same age
34,
as you. He ain't that same age as me. You.
me and Cam is the same age, 34 years old, and at 34, boy, you just getting outside of your physical prime, but
Right.
still for a quarterback, bro.
He
There's no
still can
reason why
still be
Cam Newton
playing.
shouldn't have been passing the torch right now from our friend. He should have been coming off of his decline right now in a Panther uniform. You
Not
get what I'm saying?
necessarily cute. No, not necessarily 34. You still goddamn 34 is still young this day and age for a quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, shit, 34 got that. You know how many quarterbacks over 34 still starting right now?
A lot of them. You got
A
about
lot
at least
of them.
five, six of them.
Right.
Five, six of them
They
at
still
least.
they performing at a high level. Your Matthew Staffords, your Russell Wilsons, your goddamn
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say Aaron Rodgers.
Gino,
Gino, who else? It's quite a few of them.
Flacco and the crew and all them boys.
Yeah, it's still
That-
quite. Well, I mean, they are weaning out, but it's still a few of them that's still
mhm.
playing.
And that's the thing. He never got a full shot because number one, his career was cut down a little bit by injuries. But still, yet to me, there was a way to go about doing. If you're gonna pass the torch to somebody, there was a way to go about doing it. And I think that
I'll
the
be right back.
Carolina Panthers is starting to see. All right, they're starting to see the bad karma from not doing things the right way. And David Tepper has really played a integral part in us seeing that the fall of the franchise. Like we never used to have to worry about this as long as Jerry Richardson was alive. This was a whole discussion that we all said to ourselves, yeah, we got Matt Rule, we rebuilding, but it's not gonna be that bad. 2 to 3 years, we'll be back in the playoffs. Shit. Boy, logic, boy, D'Angelo, boy, I'll get to the point now. I don't ever think we're gonna make the fucking playoffs again.
Don't say that
I
Q.
don't
Don't say
think
that Q. Don't say that
we might not
Q.
make it. We might not make the
Yeah,
playoffs again,
okay.
goddamn it. Yeah, you just get ready to look at that shit from the outside. It's gonna be like a relic of the past around here, looking for the playoffs. And the problem
Uh,
is patience.
you asking for a lot right there, bro. Patience, you asking for a whole lot.
I watched a video with Cam Newton breaking down Bryce Young, and he broke that shit down in a matter of seconds. Now, be mindful, we say it every week, but to see a true NFL quarterback come out and say the same thing that we've been saying, Bryce Young has to definitively step up in the pocket. He doesn't trust. He said basically he looks like a quarterback that's shot, that's shell shocked
Yep,
because he's so jittery in the pocket. He said Patrick Mahomes, CJ Stroud. He literally said it in the video. They all stand in that pocket and don't even worry about if they're gonna get hit. He's so
yep,
scared to take a hit. He's so squeamish. And that right there is the difference that's going to be between a Jalen Daniels, Bryce Young, and a CJ Stroud, because those boys will be able to definitively stand in the pocket. Now, shout out to Cam. Cam went on his show and told it like it was. And this is why some Panther fans hate him. Some Panther fans love him. He's going to tell the truth as it is, but they jumped on his ass for saying that.
yep. I mean, heck, the bad part is Q. There was a highlight
Mm-hmm.
video that he was.
Yes, sir. He showcased the highlight video as he was showing it, and he paused it. He stopped it. He paused it. And he was like, "Bro, you got to trust your pocket. You got to trust your old line." He was like, "That's a clean pocket, bro. Like, what are you doing?" And the signs that kept showing us is like, okay, from past to future, from Cam Newton, who was the past of the Carolina Panthers, he was like, Shh, give me that type of pocket, and I'll show you what I do with it. That's the
Exactly.
one thing that we talk about. Cam never had an offensive line like Bryce Young has right now. Never.
Nope, 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 nope. That we never the amount of effort that the team put to make sure that Bryce had weapons everywhere and had everything he need. They never did that for Cam. Not one time. Not even close.
I'm getting to the point now where the excuses that I hear people make, and this is probably another reason why you won't see a Cam Newton and his murals. Like he deserved a statue outside, and he deserved to have his number retired. Number one should be retired. I don't care what nobody says. Like to me, Cam Newton was special because I got a chance to grow up watching Cam. And like I said, there wasn't much in Carolina to look at before him. You had Jake Delhomme. Yes, you had different pieces on defense, but you never had a superstar of his caliber. Shout
Yeah,
out to
listen,
MDJ.
yeah, man, I really don't understand. They're going, yeah, MDJ up there. My bad. Q, I have told you on many occasions I don't entertain or listen to Cam.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So I put that there. I'm gonna show a couple of highlights because I think people, like I said, have forgotten who the hell Cam Newton actually is. So I got a couple of, there's a little bit of highlights here and there. Look, just a little bit, little TT, little bit. Cause that way, when you come over here to Black Cat, you can never say you wasn't educated. And at some point in time, we're gonna probably do a little bit of a mock draft too. Cause the future is always gonna be brighter. I can't take it. I can't take. When the last time you see a nice 40-yard bomb to the back of the end zone?
We ain't seen it. We ain't seen it since 2015. We may have seen it a couple times 17.
Yeah, yeah. But they talk trash about this man. But you just saw it. I mean, beautiful throws, the ability to make everybody better. Ted Ginn, Jericho Crotchery, he was making motherfuckers around him
Philip
better.
Brown, you
Thank you.
know you gotta be a hell of a quarterback to take a Ted Ginn, Jericho Cotcher, and Philip Brown to the goddamn Super Bowl. That gotta be the worst group of receivers ever to make it to the Super Bowl. In the
My
Yeah,
lord.
they over here.
in modern times.
They over here giving Bryce Young multiple second round
Right.
wide receivers, and we still
We
can't do nothing with it.
we wouldn't
Ah,
you put Bryce Young on that 2015 team, we probably wouldn't win a goddamn game.
that's just how bad he is. That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
how
yeah.
bad he is, man. B. Amos say Ginn was so frustrated. He catch the hard passes, then drop the easy ones. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
right
yeah.
about that.
That's a
You right
fact.
about
He
that.
He was good
would.
for that.
That's a fact.
That boy,
Yeah,
you right
yeah.
about that
But
shit.
but when you needed Ted Ginn the most, that motherfucker used to come through. They talk trash about Ted
Yep.
Ginn too.
Yep. Hell, Cam took him. He wasn't nothing but a special team guy, and that mother made him over 1,000-yard receiver. Ain't that
Right,
crazy? Hmm.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, 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 yeah. I gotta look at one more play. One more play, man. One more play. One more. Another no-name receiver.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. There you go. There you go. Somebody gonna be
God
there for you in a
damn.
little bit. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names.
Oh, oh man, another no day receiver. I gotta watch one more play. Every time I say I'm gonna start watching one play, I can't help it. Watching this man play the quarterback position to me was just so damn good. And guess who? And guess who on that field right here on the screen? That same coach that's called D'Amico Ryans, the same motherfucker that the youngest coach in the one of the youngest coaches, head coaches in the NFL. He on the field beside Brian Cushing right here. Ain't that something? Ain't that
Mhm.
something? Wonder how this could go. See, that's how you step up in the pocket and make a play happen. Just in case y'all forgot. Just in case y'all don't remember. My man 704 said Leo will come in here and rain on your parade cue. Man, fuck
Uh-huh.
it. This is a Cam Newton love spree in here today. I
Let me tell
shall
you something.
not take solace in none of that.
Leo can't even. Leo wouldn't even do that. In the just because I mean the quarterback we got now, I don't even think Leo will come in here and down Cam. I think Leo would love
Nah,
if he
nah,
gave
nah. Yeah, he
Leo.
would. Yeah, he would. He did, Angelo. Yeah, he would.
I was
And,
Cause
just
he
talking
can't
about
stand him. Yeah, he would.
that nigga.
hold
That
on,
nigga
hold on.
got hate in
If
his
you
heart for
gave Leo,
Cam, though.
I know he do, but I guarantee if you gave Leo the option to choose between Bryce and goddamn Cam, he gonna choose Cam over Bryce. I
He'll
guarantee
pick.
you
He'll
that.
pick. Yeah, he'll pick Cam. He'll pick
I
Cam.
mean, he'll
He'll
call him
pick Cam.
Scam Newton. He'll come in here and talk a little bit of shit, but he'll take it. That joker said Cam Ward gonna bring this feeling back. Boy, fuck Cam Ward.
Oh no,
With
you didn't just
his
God
soggy
damn.
ass. That boy got out there and lose that game against who? Logic. Who he lost against?
Georgia Tech.
Now,
Georgia Funky Tech.
is Georgia Tech a powerhouse? Because man,
No,
above
they
my
ain't even
head,
a
I got
top tier team
amnesia.
in the ACC.
Oh
No,
shit.
they
Okay.
are not a powerhouse. They ain't a top tier team in the ACC. They are not. They are bottom half. No,
Yeah,
they still trying to figure out themselves. They ain't too far removed from running the goddamn triple option offense. They got a brand new
you ain't
thing. They still
lying.
trying to figure out
You ain't
themselves.
lying. You ain't
Come on
lying.
now, come on.
They just left triple option 2 3 years ago.
They just left it. They like three. They maybe 3 years removed. Come on now.
How dare you talk about Cam Ward like that, Logic? Now he's the best quarterback in this draft. Fuck a Shador. That's what they
In the
say. Fuck
words, in the
Shador.
words, in the words of the illustrious goat. A bullshit. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. 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 Yeah,
Well,
that was
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. MD Jizzle from the bottom of the map. How you living?
Man, I'm good,
MD,
man. I thought y'all boys talking about Cam Newton, man. Y'all done ran in here, y'all on Cam Ward, man. My bad. I'm in the wrong show, man. My
No,
bad.
Creekside took it to Cam Ward. Creekside. See right here, see this comment Creekside put in there? Cam Ward gonna bring this feeling back. You see that? You see that?
Hey, man,
Did you
maybe,
see
maybe
that?
so, man. I ain't gonna say whether he will or won't, but it's a better chance that we probably won't get him than we do get him. But like as far as Cam Newton, man, like I said, if you a real Panther fan and I hear you disrespect Cam Newton, it don't mean nothing to you. But just know I'm gonna look at you and think about you a little differently. And
right,
we have people that come on
right,
the show all the time to disrespect the nigga in front of your face. I just look at them different than I do some of the rest of them because, I just think it's clownish to disrespect that man. That man changed the whole franchise. Fuck your franchise. He actually changed the NFL.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And
disrespect him
I
if you want. It's funny and shit, but, man, shit, you won't see another one like him.
nope.
Hey, that's the truth.
And
That's a
I and I
fact.
be the first
That's a fact.
and I be the first to admit. I tell you, I done told y'all before. I didn't even want Cam when we drafted him. Cause y'all know I ain't a fan of a running quarterback.
You wanted Blaine
So
Gabbert?
no, hell no. I wanted motherfucking
Cause
Pat
that
Pete. I wanted
well,
Patrick Peterson that year.
oh, you want Patrick Peter? I about to say the only other quarterback choice was Blaine Gabbert. Because it was between Cam and Gabbert at
I
number
didn't
one.
I didn't like Cam because I didn't think he because I mean I didn't think he would be. He was kind of he reminded me of Anthony Richardson back then. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't
Oh
think he
shit.
I seen that in. I thought that's what I seen him. But he grew on me quick. It didn't take about 3 games, and I was like, okay, I like this mother. Okay, this
Well,
motherfucker can
hell,
throw.
the
You know?
first two games they give you 400 plus yards. You ain't had
That what
nothing,
I'm.
but you had
That
no
I
choice.
didn't. I had no choice. I didn't because I didn't see it all.
He changed your
I just seen.
perspective quick.
I just seen a.
Nigga,
I seen a
three
motherfucking.
games.
I seen a fucking football, hell of a football player, but I didn't know. I didn't know how it was gonna translate to the NFL. I'm hard on running quarterbacks. I am. I always been like that. So, but he grew on me. He grew on me quick. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn it, I fell in love with that motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? So
Anybody, anybody who remembers Cam rookie year, remember in preseason, he didn't really do enough in preseason to separate himself from Clausen, and he almost came this close to Ron Rivera not starting him. But then Ron went ahead and put him out there because he was shocked. He said, when they asked Ron after the first 400 game, he said, I didn't know he had it in him. The nigga was shocked. The coach was shocked.
yeah,
That boy is special.
man. You
That
know
boy
what?
is special.
And I got my conspiracy theory, man. I think I think the NFL took Rod Shajinsky away from Cam because if Chud would have stayed here as that goddamn offensive coordinator with
Yes,
Cam,
Lord.
he
Yeah,
would he would have
yeah.
took the
Me
league.
and J,
I
me
seen
and
him on the
JP
Super
talked about
Bowl.
it forever, D'Angelo. Me and
That
JP
motherfucker
talked
took
about it forever,
oh,
bro.
for
Yeah,
real, yeah.
bro.
The league took
Yes, sir.
Chud from fucking Cam because if he would have stayed with Chud, you wouldn't have been able to stop him. I said you ain't gonna be able to stop this motherfucker in about a
But
year or two,
but what did
and then that bitch
Chud
get
do
ahead.
best, D'Angelo? He had a two tight end system.
Yeah,
Niggas
yeah,
act
yeah,
like think about it. You got Olsen going deep, and you had Shockey always opening the flat, and then
yeah.
you had two dynamic running backs in Stewart and Williams. Man, nigga, it's the
And then
perfect
Cam's
recipe.
running threat. Yep. Yep.
Cam was a running threat, and
That's
Steve
crazy.
Smith was always open as a speedster. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The other wide receiver was a nigga named Legadou Nene his
Hey, yeah,
first year.
Leggett doing the day.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
Leggett
stand.
doing
Niggas
I
don't
couldn't
remember him.
stand that sucker. He'd get the ball and go straight to the goddamn ground. That boy didn't want it. That boy avoided so many goddamn hits. He
that
hated getting
motherfucker
Yeah,
hit.
terrible.
Oh, you may. Oh, but my head hurt. You got my head hurt. God damn.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Legadou. And Legadou got the hell up out of here after that first year.
Because we got
They
it.
got
We
his
got
ass
it
up
from the
out of here.
Chargers. We got his sorry ass from the goddamn Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Leg of do
Mm-hmm.
today and Palola Polaris doing. Man, come on, bro. I remember them
They
days.
drafted
Oh
Polaris that year, and
yeah,
Polaris
we
wasn't
drafted
shit.
Clark. But he was a return man. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? He was a little
he was
return
just a
Mm-hmm.
man.
return man, but he got. When we just that's what I'm saying. They didn't try to put forth no type of effort to really give him anything. They thought it was good enough, man. I mean, heck, they saw it at Auburn. He literally had one other person on his team that got drafted out of that championship team. So they figured, oh, well, he carried that team. He'll carry the. But this is the NFL, man. No other
It was two.
franchise did they franchise guy like that.
It was two other players that got drafted from that team. It was Nick Farley,
A
and then he
lineman
had
and who else?
a receiver.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
I'm talking about as far as the offense. Yeah, defense
yeah,
had some people, but as far as the
yeah,
offense go, they ain't had
yeah,
nobody on there really.
yeah. A receiver that went like 6, 7 rounds. I forgot his damn
Yeah,
name.
it's just
Don't
crazy,
worry,
bro.
I get it.
Crazy.
I'm trying to remember the damn roster for that year, but I think let me look and see. So we had Legadou Nene, Steve Smith, Greg Olson, Jeremy Shockey, and then our line was incredible. We had Jordan Gross, Travell Wharton, Khalil, Jeff Hangartner, and remember we had Byron Bell, who was a late round pick that year, who had to play because Jeff
Hmm.
Otar
Fuck,
kept going out with injuries.
fucking
Yep.
turnstile.
But
Yep.
that defense
Turnstile.
was
There you go.
crazy, dog. Check this out on defense. We had Greg Hardy, Terrell McLean, Simone Fua, Charles Johnson, James Anderson, Dan Connor, Jordan Sin, Chris Gamble, Captain Motherland, Charles Godfrey, and Sherrod Martin was the starters that year. Oh man. Boy, hell, I got excited looking at the damn roster. Remember we got Eric Norwood that year from South Carolina? He wasn't shit. The edge rusher,
Yeah.
and they made him into a linebacker.
Yeah.
Looking at this roster right here, boy, I was so pissed off. Cause we took Jeff Otar, and in 2 years he was out the damn league.
Jeff Altar would have been
Yeah, we missed bad on. We
he would
missed
have been a
bad.
dog though. He just couldn't stay healthy. It wasn't that he couldn't
Yeah,
play. This motherfucker just couldn't stay healthy.
that was a big some bitch at right tackle, dog. That was a big nigga,
Man, that
dog.
sucker was huge. That sucker was huge.
That joker was 340 pounds, 6'6". God damn. Yeah, what? That's a big dude, man. My man say, fuck Captain Motherland. Oh, shit.
Oh
Damn,
Lord.
JP.
Hey, my boy JP got a thing. Hey, he got real beef with Captain Butler, man. Like he see that nigga in the street, he got to fight him, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's bad,
He
bro.
ain't the
It's on
only
site.
one
It's
now.
on site, bro.
I I don't care for Captain either. He used to talk all that shit and get burned all the time.
Oh, there it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, 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 yeah. I ain't care for that motherfucker neither.
Nigga
Just
always
say
trying to go for the kill shot and then won't wrap up no tackle. Only time he ever made a play is when he got an interception because he usually took that back for the house. That's the only reason why he stayed on the goddamn team.
I think niggas forgot about Dan Connor. And he was there before Beeson. Wow. They forgot that nigga used to be nice too. But we used to have some linebackers, dog. Dan Connor, James Anderson. Before that,
Yeah, that's the thing,
Witherspoon and the
Q.
crew.
How we go from being able to always have some decent linebackers to go from losing Luke and then we fall off a cliff and then get the goddamn Dan Morgan, a former linebacker, in the building, but you
Oh,
can't draft no other linebackers.
well, well,
What sense does that
well,
make?
well, well. Dan Morgan said, I like dogs. I gotta get dogs in the building. I like the dogs. How did he say? It's dogs.
All right. All right. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll just get to the point, man. I'm looking at this roster, and you remember we had Amani Edwards, which was a quarterback. We turned into a goddamn receiver and had him returning kicks. I'm looking at Chris Gamble was a bona fide baller at corner. Godfrey. We had Mike Goodson, the running back. Every time Mike Goodson used to touch that ball, I used to think, boy, Mike Goodson could break one off, though. That nigga was a nice running back.
He was.
Lord have mercy.
He was.
See, now I'm having this thing that's called nostalgia. Lord have mercy.
I forgot all about Mike Goodson. Now you ain't lying, Q. I forgot all about that motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Look at that roster right here. I mean, it hurt my soul to go back to Cam. This is Cam Newton rookie year 2011 Panthers. And like I said, looking at some of the names here from Shockey to Gross, Bob about almost shed a tail when Jordan Gross retired. And it was like he came out of the blue and he retired in what, 13? And he retired when we needed him the most because we just had a winning season. He retired on a winning season.
Yeah, he
And
retired.
we
Yeah,
never.
that hurt too.
That shit hurt. Boy, that shit it hurt, boy.
Yeah, I was hoping you mentioned Amani Edwards, but I was hoping we get his ass in here and at least give him a shot at quarterback. I know it's dynamic in school,
Where
but
that
No,
nigga at, man?
nah, you receiver.
no,
He
hell
better
no. He
than
won't no
Bryce right
goddamn.
now.
I mean,
I,
I'm saying, I know he probably wouldn't have been no long. He not no long term, but I'm just saying, like something.
yeah, no.
We were struggling then, bro.
I'll take a 30-year-old Amani Edwards right now over Bryce Young. I know I'm talking crazy. Just let me have it. Just let me have it.
He said, just let him have it.
Just let me have it, man. It's like my feelings is getting involved now because I don't like nothing about this new team. And then that's the 2011 Panthers. I'm gonna go take a look at the next season, 2012. I'll put it on the screen for y'all. 2012 roster. The Panthers starters was Cam Newton, D'Angelo Williams, Brandon LaFell, Steve Smith, Gary Barnage, Greg Olsen. So that's the next year up under Chud. He still had two tight ends because Shockey went away, but Barnage came up. And this is when Olsen kind of separated himself and went for 843 yards.
Okay, Barnett.
Yeah, Barnage wasn't shit.
Man, what
Uh,
a nigga.
this is when we brought a Silutolu in. Man, they say he had a mean
Mhm.
streak. He was a nasty motherfucker. And we brought Gary Williams in there. Gary Williams wasn't shit either
Shout
on
out to
that
Brandon
line.
LaFell, man. Shout out to Brandon LaFell.
Okay, that's what we doing today.
I'm just
Brandon
saying. I'm
LaFell.
just saying. Brandon was
Brandon
straight. Brandon was straight, man.
he was ass to me. I didn't like Brandon LaFleur.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Ah, there we
Now look,
go. Hey,
look
man,
at
he
this
better than the
defense
rest of them
right
other
here.
niggas you just named.
I don't think so on that one, driver. I don't.
I'm talking about as far as the complimentary, not the superstars, the complimentary receivers. All the other ones you just named, Brandon was better than them.
Shout out to 704. He got it. Butterhands LaFell.
Yeah, that
That
motherfucker.
nigga
Yeah,
drop shit in a second. Yes,
yeah.
sir. He'll drop that son bitch in a second. Greg Hardy was the leading man on that defensive line where he had 11 sacks. Charles Johnson had 12 and a half sacks that year. Damn. DeJuan Edwards had 6 sacks. A D tackle with 6 sacks. Ron Edwards had a sack. Man, look at that front four. That front four was hell. Oh, man. Then we got Luke Kuechly, James Anderson, Thomas Davis. And then you got Captain Charles Godfrey, Josh Norman. Yeah. Well, yeah. Haruki Nakamura. Y'all remember that nigga, man? At safety.
I remember that motherfucker.
He ain't stay here long.
That sorry bastard. That sorry bastard. Y'all remember. Yeah, I remember. It one
He
time
was at
Cam
Notre
balled out,
Dame.
bro. He was balling his butt out.
He
And
was
we
at
needed a
Notre
stop. And they passed on that. Oh yeah, I remember that dirty bastard.
Dame. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, no camera. Yeah, I remember. Oh yeah.
Oh boy. I struck a nerve, sound like. Powerful niggatry. Yeah, the next year, 2013, Cam Newton comes out, and this is what I keep telling y'all. Look at what Cam Newton had to work with. He got Tolbert in for the first year as a fullback. He had 300 yards that year as a fullback. He made a Pro Bowl though, because like I said, he had a damn good year as a Pro Bowl running back fullback slash. But you had a guy that could get you short, intermediate yards, and I mean he was a bowling ball. Brandon LaFleur, Steve Smith again, Greg Olsen. That's the best that Cam Newton had in his career. A old Steve Smith that gave you 745 yards, and a Brandon LaFleur who couldn't get down the damn field to save his life. Unfortunately, that's the
You see how
best it
you
had.
you see how you're not naming a whole lot of other different additions to the offense, and you going on multiple years now.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Q. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now look at how the defense built up. Logic. Look at the defense take another level. You got Charles Johnson who come in and give you 11 sacks. Colin Cole, Starla Tulele, Greg
Yeah,
Hardy.
yeah,
Greg Hardy had 15 sacks that year.
yeah. That's when
Thomas
he turned into the
Davis.
Kraken. Yeah.
Ooh wee! They said Greg Hardy was a 1-year wonder. The year before that, he had 11 sacks. That following year, he had 15. He was getting ready to be a monster, dog. He getting ready to
Yep.
be a monster.
He was a monster.
Lord, my Lord. Chase Blackburn, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis was our 3 linebackers. Talk about royalty. I remember we had Quentin Michael, Melvin White, Mike Mitchell. Oh, Mike Mitchell. Mike, I'ma hit the quarterback late Mitchell. That nigga was a walking penalty. But he was a good safety though.
He was fast. He
Two,
couldn't cover. He was fast, but he hit you.
yes, sir. 2014, we went 7-8-1 this year. Cam Newton. Cam Newton had Jonathan Stewart, because Stewart was hurt the year before. Kelvin Benjamin coming in with 1,000 yards as a rookie. Crotchery had 500 yards. Ed Dixon, Lord have mercy, Ed Dixon was terrible. Greg Olsen. Now look at his offensive line. He had a sorry ass Byron Bell and a sorry ass Nate Chandler. And then Norwell was an all pro. Ryan Khalil was that dude. And Turner was an all pro. He had 3 all pros and 2 terribles. Well, not all pro, because Norwell, I think, made a Pro Bowl that year. So they weren't all pros, but Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
Charles Johnson, once again, leading the way with sacks, 8.5 sacks that year. Kawan Short is now here. Starla Tulele. Oh, man. AJ Klein, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Anton Cason, Josh Norman, Roman Hopper, and Thomas Deku. They cut that nigga in the middle of the season. Thomas Deku, that safety we got from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga, and he was supposed to be the big addition that year. And he got cut.
Mm-hmm.
2015, we went 15-1. Everybody know this season. Cam Newton on the scene for 3,800 yards and an MVP. 35 touchdowns through the air, 10 on the ground. And look at who his starting receivers was. Corey Brown, Philly Brown, Ted Ginn, Ed Slack-Ass Dixon, Greg Olsen, Michael Orr, the blindside nigga. Lord have mercy. And then you got Trey Taylor, Trey Turner, Khalil, and Norwell right there again. And Mike dumbass Rimmers. That bitch cost us the Super Bowl, Mike
Okay.
Rimmers.
Yeah, I can't stand that sucker there. God, Mike Rim.
That boy, I had hate in my heart for Mike Rimmers, boy. I was carrying around
Yes,
a knife for
sir.
that
Yes,
nigga,
sir.
man. I was gonna stab that nigga when I saw him. I can't stand that motherfucker, man.
He not only cost us
Yes,
Super Bowl,
sir.
he cost Kansas City a goddamn Super Bowl too.
Oh, man, that bitch trash. And they wasted a good year from Charles Tillman, because Tillman was a baller motherfucker that year with his arm wrapped up. He was balling that year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Kurt
Peanut.
Coleman, 7 interceptions as a
Peanut
safety.
Tillman.
Yeah. A man called a roundabout Rimmers. Man, fuck Rimmers. And I mean that from the heart. I don't ever want to see that nigga a day in my life. I'm gonna cuss him out. I'm gonna cuss him all the way out. It's been years later, but I'm gonna cuss that nigga out. Now look at the backups we had: Coney Ely, Dewan Edwards, Cortland Finnegan. Then you're looking at some of these edge rushers. Charles Johnson was still there. Oh my God, that defensive line was crazy. Mario Addison, Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah, they made sure they had
bro,
pieces cute. They made sure they had depth. And said, "Can you do the
bro,
rest with them other niggas over there?"
bro. Mario Addison, Jared Allen, Charles Johnson, Coney Ely all had double-digit sacks that year. We had 4 niggas with double-digit sacks.
Man, come on, bro. Bro, I don't want to talk about it now because you got me upset, bro. I ain't even want to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way
Mm-hmm.
they supposed to lose that damn Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
4 niggas with double-digit sacks. 4 dudes. We can't get. We had 27 sacks last year as a total, and we had that year, 2015, 4 dudes with 10 plus sacks. Let that sink in. How far we have fallen.
Man, God dang. That's crazy there, bro. That is crazy.
Boy, that hurt. That hurt right there.
Yeah, that hurt.
Just let that sink in. Coney Ely, we let
All
that
that
nigga
defensive,
walk.
bro. We let him walk.
We let him walk. We let Starla Tulele walk after that season because they had Vernon Butler. They went and drafted the next year,
Yep.
and he
And
went
then
to
he ain't did a.
Buffalo.
Uh,
Think about it. Sean McDermott took half of the fucking team with him with Coney Ely. He had 2 starting caliber dudes with Coney Ely and Mario Addison. He took with him, and them boys was his starters over there,
they
and
thought,
Dewan Edwards.
yeah,
They had Star
they,
too.
Yeah, he took
yeah.
all them boys and Star.
They thought Butler was gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah.
I could tell that greasy ass nigga wasn't about to do shit, man. That nigga wasn't about to be shit, dog. Take it in the first round.
That was your boy, the
But
gentleman.
you saw what the idea was. Beef up the trenches. That was the idea. Didn't work out too well, but you know, yeah,
Hog
well.
mileage.
Then
Dang it, boy.
the next year, Kelvin Benjamin come back, barely scrape 1,000 yards. Ted Ginn is there, but I think he gets hurt that year. Ed Dixon. See, this is Ed Dixon is what's that boy we got at tight end right now?
Ian Thomas.
Ian Thomas. That's what the fuck Ed Dixon is. A nigga that ain't giving you no fucking production, but they keeping this nigga around for nothing. What the fuck is 134
Cause
yards and a
yeah,
touchdown? And look at Greg Olsen
that's what
numbers
they
right
doing.
up under. 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. Look at this shit.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
this
terrible.
shit.
That is terrible. Ed Dixon was nothing but what like you said, what old boy is now. They keep him on here because he can block a little bit. That's about it. They ain't get no
And
production offensively.
you see, this is where the decline of Cam Newton went down because they moved Mike Remmers from right tackle and put this nigga at left tackle. And then I think this is the same year we went and got Matt Khalil and cut that nigga after paying him all that money, ain't it?
Is it?
I
I
think
think
this
we
the
got
Matt Khalil year.
I think we got Matt Khalil after the year after us. I think.
Yeah, after that. Because we were
Yeah.
having problems with left tackle and we couldn't
Yeah.
find nobody after Michael
And
Orr
that's
walk off for the Super Bowl.
yeah. And that's when Dave Gettleman went and
Mhm.
thought he could save goddamn Matt Khalil from the Vikings.
Oh my God. Then
God,
Darren
don't bring, now
Williams.
you just brung up Dave. You just brung up Dave. God dang. That Q, I don't know if my heart can take this. This is painful, Q. This is painful.
It is painful, but in order to move forward, we gotta look at the pain and see what happened.
Uh,
What happened during the Cam Newton era that we just lost grasp of what we were doing? This is the Shula era on offense. Shula wasn't shit. I'm gonna tell
oh
you that
Jesus.
now.
No, Shula was
Shula
hot
wasn't
then.
shit.
Yeah, there it is.
Shooter hot
But
trash.
That was terrible, bro.
because Shula
Run,
was the
run, pass.
quarterback's
That was his
coach,
thing. Run, run, pass.
there
That's
you
it.
go.
He so goddamn predictable. It won't fucking funny.
Predictable. God dang it.
That bitch will run a draw on 3rd and 10. Goddamn it, goddamn 9 times out of 10.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
So now we go to 2017. This is the last year that your Carolina Panthers was relevant. 2017,
Mm.
where we went 11-5 in the playoffs with Christian McCaffrey as a rookie. Christian McCaffrey comes through the door, him and Stewart. And I never saw what the fuck happened to Jonathan Stewart. I just know that this nigga just fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened. This is the Matt Khalil. Yeah, you're right
Yep.
about that, D'Angelo. He was a left
Yeah.
tackle here.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Tyler Lawson because I think Khalil went down with a season-ending injury that year, right?
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at the rest of the line, Norwell had done been there 3 years, and they didn't lock him up. And he made another Pro Bowl, and it was time to pay him after this year. Trey Turner, they end up trading that nigga after this year. Darrell Williams, they leave that
They didn't
trash
trade.
ass nigga.
They didn't trade Norwell. The Jaguars signed his ass free agent.
No, I said they trade Trey Turner
Yeah.
to the
Oh
Chargers.
Yeah.
The
Nowhere when
Jaguars
got
picked that
paid.
nigga up. Yeah, we wasn't gonna pay him
Yeah.
because I
But
think
hell,
we
it was
I
just
a good
agree,
thing we
franchise
didn't
JP.
pay him.
tagged him.
That
It was a good thing we didn't pay him because
Cat,
that bitch fell off like a bad bag of dope as soon as he left.
yeah.
Well,
Noah Turner,
he.
Cam and Noah Turner system compared to Shula is night and day, bro. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. But hold on now, D'Angelo, because that nigga had a good year that first year in Jacksonville, and it's
Yeah,
after that he fell off.
I thought he fell off as soon as he left this motherfucker.
No, he was a
Nah,
bad motherfucker that
he had a
first
good
year.
year. Yeah, he was a
Oh,
good year.
okay.
Yeah.
Because he made another Pro Bowl that next year in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he fell off the face of the earth. Well, for
Yeah.
an undrafted nigga that we picked up, I think we got that nigga from the XFL or Canadian Football League or something like that.
I don't know where we
I
got him
think we
from,
got
but I
that.
know.
Yeah, that nigga was undrafted and he was a Canadian Football Player League or something like that. That was a
I know
good
he was
find.
undrafted, but I don't know where we got him from.
That right there is how we came into the new era. Because I believe after this year right here, we went to the playoffs, and the problem was we couldn't win the next year level in the playoffs. And then we went 7-9 that following year, and I guess Tepper said this is when Tepper came in the fucking building, and Tepper said, "Well, I just gave you last season. You didn't make it in the playoffs, and it's time to change." So we went 7-9. And well, yeah. Everybody know the history from there on out.
Hmm.
Harry Freewell ended up
It's
being the coach
crazy.
for a little while, and Ron gets
Yep.
fired, and we went 5-11, and we ain't win no more than 5 games since then. It's a damn shame, is what it is.
No. Well, like you said, Q, we had a window right there. You could have went on ahead, stuck with Cam until we
Yep.
found his replacement and done things the right way. We'd have been all right.
Yep. Because Cam still had another year on his contract, if I ain't mistaken, right? We owed
Yeah,
him $20 million. He had another year left.
my chest can't take this, man. I was sitting down, I had to stand up, man. My heart hurting. Understand me and hear me clearly. What we should have did was manage Cam Newton at that particular moment. One, by making sure he got fully healthy, and then taking the time to bring him back slowly. But that stupid motherfucker with glasses said, "Well, I guess we got rid of Ron Rivera. It's time to get rid of the whole era and bring in Matt Rule." Matt Rule don't want Cam Newton. That's the fucking mistake that we made. You get rid of a franchise quarterback because the new coach you got coming in. Now be mindful. You brought Canales in and you say, "Hey, fix Bryce Young." You should have brought in goddamn Matt Rule and say, "Work with Cam Newton." Because you went back and got the nigga a year later anyway.
That's a fact.
Stupid,
That is a
stupid
fact.
shit, man. Boy,
Hell,
fuck
but
boy,
you,
these boys.
I think the writers should have been on the wall for us when they drafted Will Greer. Um, I don't know if they honestly looked at him as a replacement or the future, but that should have let us know right then and there. They didn't know what the hell they was doing.
You ain't lying.
But they were trying to get a backup for Cam because Derek Anderson had done went to them and tell them he was retiring. So I think that's what happened because DA didn't resign. They didn't want to resign that nigga back because it would have been he was like 36, 37 anyway at that time. So it was like they had to find somebody that could pick up the playbook if something happened to Cam. That's why they got Kyle Allen. That's why they before that they went and got your boy you just mentioned because they were trying to find somebody. And then once Cam went down and Kyle Allen won them 4-5 little games,
They
them
had
bitches
Taylor
Oh,
went
he was the
Heineke.
new
crazy.
man. That was it was a Kyle Allen show after that, but
Stupid
One of
motherfucker.
Kyle Allen and Taylor Heineke. It was both of them. Huh?
Tyler Heineke.
Kyle
Yep.
Allen, Tanner
Yep.
Holiday, we had some more goddamn quarterbacks after that. Boy, I said, Lord have mercy. Stupid shit. This is how you fuck a franchise up by doing the dumbest thing possible, being deceptive. Cause one, it was rightfully Cam Newton's team. He had done earned that for years. You just admit 11-5 the year before that, 7-9, and then you in that middle of that era where you like 5-11, I think at this time. We were 5-11 that year. So it was owed to Cam to rehab, get his shoulder right, no pressure, and allow him to come back and be eased into the situation. But because Ron Rivera knew his coaching job was on the line, he went along with Cam Newton playing. That's who I blame for most of this shit right here, the downfall of this franchise.
And that's why Ron Rivera dumbass ain't had no success when he went to goddamn Washington. But doing Cam like he did him too, because Ron Rivera had his hand in that shit too.
Hmm. That's the
Yep.
problem with this
I feel the
franchise.
same way.
Yep. And knowing damn well you rolled goddamn Cam coattail the whole time your no coaching ass was here.
That's a fact. For real though. He picked a bunch of defensive players, didn't give Cam no help, and said, "Hey, I know you can do it. We'll ride you. You can figure it out, man. You stronger. You something we ain't never seen before. I don't got to put a lot of play in you. I just have a great defense behind you, and we gonna win a lot of games that way."
Yep.
Got that nigga
So
beat up for years, bro.
let me ask you a question. What if a smart
Hmm.
see this is what I'm talking about, a smart franchise now, because this is where I look at Marty Herney. A smart franchise who have a quarterback throwing for 400 yards out the gate should have took their time and when it got some type of Julio Jones type of receiver right then and there for their quarterback. Some type of weapon. They just went and got Greg Olson. And I love
Yep.
Greg Olson, but if you're going to right the wrongs of this franchise in Cam's first couple of years, you see what they're doing with CJ Stroud? They
Yep.
went and got that nigga a bona fide number one, even though he had a number one.
Hmm.
They went, even though he had
Yep.
Nico Collins, even though he had them boy, they said,
Tank
we could
Dell
go get
still went and got
Diggs.
another. Yep.
There you go.
We ain't got another
We
one.
gonna
Yep.
load up. Even though we got a running back here, we 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 got a 800-yard tight end right now on this Texas team, but we still want to make sure we get weapons for you because one, we want to win the big thing, and that's what I think Carolina never understood what they had. They
They
never
didn't.
understood it, and
They
now you
understood what they
watching the
had.
modern.
They understood
Hmm?
they had Q. They just took it. They just took it for granted. They understood what they had. They took it for granted. They didn't capitalize on what they had. Is what the fuck they where they went wrong at. They didn't capitalize on.
Yeah, they didn't think it. They thought it was gonna always be great. No major
Yeah.
injuries. It's gonna be fine. We had a window, bro. We had a window. And
Yep.
we didn't do what we needed to do in that time, man.
We didn't build a powerhouse during Cam's rookie goddamn kind of rookie his first four or
No.
5 years. We were
Yeah.
supposed to take advantage of that shit and motherfucking just build a motherfucking dynasty and they didn't do
Listen,
But they kept
the
adding the
moment
players on
we
defense.
started fighting. Yeah, but the moment we started fighting back and forth, y'all remember our games against Seattle? I remember how intense that shit was. But that was must
Yep.
see TV when we locked up with them, whether we was at
Yep.
home or away. When we got into that series with them, I knew then. I said, "Yo, this could be something special." We had an opportunity right then and there, and we didn't capitalize on it, man.
Mhm.
And that was the year. Once we beat, because when he found Greg Olsen to the back of the end zone for that touchdown, I never forget that shit, dog. Because I was so nervous, I was about to piss myself. And I
Right.
was watching
For
that
real,
game,
heck
and
yeah, Q.
Seattle was our Achilles heel every fucking year. That Legion of
Yep.
Boom,
Yep,
and they would put us out.
yep.
You could win as many games as you want, but when it got time, that Legion of Boom went to three. They went to three Super Bowl back to back, ain't it?
2 or 3.
Because they went against the Broncos, then they went against the Patriots, then they went against somebody else. The Broncos for a rematch, didn't they?
I think it was just 2. It was, they only won Super Bowl
It was
twice.
two. They lost. They beat the Broncos and then lost to the
Lost
Patriots
to the Patriots.
on that.
Yeah.
Remember they threw that
Mm,
interception at the goal line. They
Yeah.
supposed to win back to back or
yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
they
that
were
shit was
in our
legendary, bro.
way
Yeah,
every
for
year.
real, JP. Yeah, it was, and it didn't matter if it was a regular season game or playoffs. That shit was lit, bro.
Yep.
Nervous
Yes,
as
sir.
hell. That was the first time I actually like, damn, we got to go against freaking Russell Wilson running around here extending plays and shit. The defense is crazy. I nervous every goddamn time. They really was our Achilles heel, man.
Yep.
And I blame this whole mess, like I say, on Marty Herney because Marty Herney never surrounded Cam Newton with the weapons. He kept going to get dollar store weapons. I love
Marty,
Ted Ginn, but Ted Ginn and Philly Brown are dollar store weapons.
Marty Horner couldn't draft past the first round. He goddamn it, you goddamn guarantee he gonna hit on that first round piece, but come goddamn rest of
But
the draft, that
D'Angelo, how
motherfucker
much
falling.
work do you got to do as a GM in the first round? How much work do you
You
really got to do in the
right,
GM?
you ain't got to do a lot of work.
It's
I mean,
sure talent.
well, some GMs missing the first round, but Marty Hunter didn't miss in the first round, but that bitch is missing every other goddamn round. And I don't even give him credit for Greg Hardy because people forget Greg Hardy was a
Fifth
first
round, ain't
round
it?
talent. He was a first round talent though at Ole Miss. He just had some goddamn issues at Ole Miss. You know, he had a checkered background, so he ended up falling to the fifth round. But that motherfucker was supposed to go first round. Y'all, you don't remember that? That motherfucker had a first
Yeah,
round grade.
but they said number one, he had to polish his pass rushing skills, and he had off the field issues where they were
Yeah, he
worried
had
about him.
right, right. He had off the field issues. That's why he dropped. He had serious off the field issues. That's why he dropped to the
Well,
fifth round.
was they lying? Because next thing you know, he throwing bitches on the bed with
Yeah,
guns.
they ain't gonna lie. God damn it, hell no, they won't lie.
He wasn't lying. Domestic violence ended up ending his career.
Mhm.
Yeah. He went upside that girl head, and that was it.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir. And it
Not not
cost that
not
nigga millions
not
of
not
dollars too.
motherfucker. Not motherfuckers going across his motherfucking head and that goddamn UFC beat the shit out of him.
Hey, he still get his ass
Hey, he
beat. That
doing.
shit is so
Hey,
funny.
nah, he doing bare knuckle fighting now.
You
Oh,
say what?
okay.
You say
He
what, Lobster?
Kimbo. He Kimbo
Oh, he
now. Okay.
he done got
He
good.
doing bare knuckle fighting now.
Oh,
He
he
done got
is.
knocked out in that too. Yeah.
My thing is in order to move forward and really understand with Cam Newton what he had, that's why we dissected the rosters just now and break it down year by year. This man, you can't name a superstar other than Steve Smith that he had in his entire career. Greg Olsen matured into a solid target. He's a Hall of Fame tight end now because of Cam Newton. But that's it.
Right. Mhm.
That's it. I love Smash and Dash, D'Angelo and Stewart, but he only had a year or two of them boys. He didn't have long with them. Didn't have long.
He done
Now
had
they
low with
trans,
D'Angelo. I think he had like what 2-3 years with Stu though.
but then he had 3 years with Stewart, and then Stewart ends up getting miraculously hurt and just falling off the earth.
Yeah.
Nobody know where that nigga went. So it's like one of them ones where you say, okay, Where is his help at? This man had to put a franchise on his damn back, and he
Yep.
told it. He did that, and like I said, he don't get no
They
respect for
said
that.
that, and I don't understand that. Why? How could you not, bro? The vibe that man had, like you said, every time you turned the game on with Cam being on the team, you felt like you had an opportunity to win. and and,
Yep.
and, and then he brung so much passion and so much like I said, he put blood, sweat, and tears on that football field, bro. That's special. That's the
He
part
had
I miss
Hmm.
the most. And me being a former competitor, my God, during self. Anybody that play with that type of passion, will always get my utmost respect because this is a man's game at the end of the
yeah,
day. This man got a
yeah.
97% efficiency percentage for fourth and short. A quarterback now.
Hmm.
Come on, man. Nah. Ain't no way you should get that type of disrespect, bro. He gave us everything and then some.
Then he had it where goddamn it, if you wanted to get a motherfucking seat, goddamn down there around the goddamn end zone, you was gonna have to pay for them motherfuckers. You goddamn, he was handing out goddamn
Yeah,
football time, goddamn
and not
Hmm.
motherfuckers.
footballs. It was listen, man. I was trying to get one for my goddamn son, man. That's one thing I still, man. I ain't never get to get right there.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, Logic, you can go get one from Bryce Young.
You cussing. You cussing at me. You
Shit.
cussing. You cussing at me. You cussing.
Goddamn.
You cussing. You cussing.
You'll be lucky, goddamn it. He throw a goddamn touchdown, goddamn it. Shit, get a goddamn football.
Three Long Mike, what's going on?
No, man, I was paying attention about you guys, and I was thinking about when all this shit happened. I said this is one reason why the Carolina Panther Nation is never going to ever love and really look with a lot of respect with Dave Tepper because this shit is disgusting. Like,
Hmm.
like it's real disgusting when. Actually, to be real with you, if you say Carolina Panther, the first thing you think is Cam Newton. I hate to tell anybody, no matter what. I mean, Steve Smith to me is that guy. Julius Peppers is that dog. But if you think Carolina Panther, and you think about the most entertaining they ever was, you think Cam Newton.
Yep.
It was something special. And the fact of the matter, that, as you pointed out earlier, like Cam Newton was Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson, meaning that every ESPN never talked about it like they talked about Lamar Jackson never having any receivers and any weapons, just a tight end, a running back that couldn't crack 1,000 yards, and a good defense. And he took us to the fucking Super Bowl with a third string receiver.
Hmm.
I've never seen anybody lately do that besides Tom Brady. And I know y'all saying that's fucking crazy, but Julian Edelman and Gronk was his only weapons when he won that Super Bowl when he went
Right.
against the Rams.
Yeah, because I said that earlier. Ain't nobody. I don't think. And Julian Edelman and goddamn and them boys was
Ted
better than what
Ginn.
the fuck. They was better than what Cam had.
Facts. Like no weapons at all, just by himself. Like I'm gonna handle this. Don't worry. That
Mike, a lot of
Arizona
people don't want
Cardinals.
to admit. A lot of people, yeah. Mike, a lot of people don't want to admit what you just said. That the best Panther we've ever had. You know that's you know that they debate that, right?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to debate it, and that's what pisses me off. Like he was voted the most dangerous football player in 2015, landslide. Like there was no competition. Like he had undoubtedly was him. Like there was no getting around it. You had 50 damn near touchdowns in a motherfucking year between rushing and throwing, and you had no number one receivers.
Hey,
How the
hey,
fuck did that
hey,
happen?
and hey, and let's not forget he did this. He did this when Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady
You
all
better
were playing and
preach.
healthy at the time.
In their prime.
Nigga,
He
nigga,
was a Brady killer.
nigga.
Yes,
No,
sir.
Larry, he never had,
Brady never
nigga,
beat him.
he never had a Larry Fitzgerald. He never had a Randy Moss. He never had a
Nah, none of
Marvin
that.
Harrison. He
None of
never
that.
had a Julio Jones. Hell, he never had a Saquon Barkley, a Derrick Henry. He's never had a, he never had that. Christian McCaffrey was just coming in when he finally got him. DJ Moore had just came in when he was hurt. But when they failed to protect him, I forgot the nigga didn't even have an offensive line. Let me talk about this shit real quick. Let me talk about this shit real quick. Do you know that nigga never had a left tackle except for his first 2 years when Jordan Gross waved the right flag? You had Ryan Cahill's brother come over, and all of a sudden you're like, yo, he might be something. No, the fuck he wasn't. That man was garbage. Then the nigga from the blind slide came over here and couldn't spot nothing on the blind
Michael,
side.
Michael Lord didn't play
Michael
bad though.
Orr,
Michael
he
Lord
was
didn't play bad.
Michael
alright.
all held up. He held up. He was
Yeah,
okay.
he wasn't terrible. Yeah, he wasn't terrible.
He held
I
up,
mean,
but
he
he
wasn't
he
terrible. I
was
mean,
nowhere
listen,
near
now listen.
as bad as
He wasn't
Remmers.
Jordan Gross.
Hell no, Jordan Gross was a
No, no, no,
made
no. He wasn't
man,
Jordan Gross. That's
5-time
a
Pro Bowler.
You see what I'm saying?
we still ain't fixed that problem yet. We still
You see
ain't
what I'm
fixed that.
saying? Like he,
Icky good,
then
but just yeah, come on now.
like, and this nigga
Hold
was,
up. I ain't
and the
gonna let
nigga
y'all
didn't
shit on
have.
Icky now.
I
You know,
ain't shitting
I
no
ain't shit
icky.
no
No, that's
Icky.
not
I
what I'm
said Icky
saying.
good. I said Icky
No,
good,
no,
but he not Jordan. He not Jordan.
look. No, I'm still talking
No,
about the
no,
Cam
no,
Newton
no, no,
era.
no,
I'm
no.
saying when he went to the Super Bowl, that nigga did not have a Jordan Gross. There was nobody to protect his blind side. That offensive
No,
line was
he
good.
had Mike Remmers. He had Mike Remmers. Sorry, yeah.
That punk ass
And
Mike
they had to
Remmers
stop,
is something
and
else,
they were
boy.
supposed to stop Ware and Von Bell in that Denver Broncos defense. Like they were supposed to stop that. I understand. I
Yeah.
was mad he didn't jump on that ball. I ain't gonna lie,
Von
but
Miller
I
ate their
understand.
ass alive.
But nigga, they were beating the shit out of him.
I think
But
I
he,
think I think I think Cam didn't jump on that ball because I think I really think the NFL told him before the game that you're not winning this goddamn game. Don't
they
win this
were gonna
goddamn
have the 50th
Man,
anniversary of the NFL. Peyton
it
Manning was
was
going to
Peyton
lose to
Manning
a black
flying
quarterback.
out in the sun shit.
I think he was told. I
This
think he
nigga
was
been
told.
dancing all
Like,
season long. You think they gonna let that nigga
right.
go and win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Mm-mm.
Over there, Peyton Manning.
If you looked at Cam body language before that game, he wasn't the same Cam. He had a look on his face like he was pissed off, like he knew he couldn't win the game. I mean, I hate to be that conspiracy theorist, but that shit happens. No way in the hell they were gonna let
Well,
him.
D'Angelo, I had the same vibe though, because we all seen all the games. Cam was dancing around, acting
Right.
crazy, doing his normal thing
Yeah, and they
pre-game.
started.
He looked like somebody
No,
Yep.
pulled him in the back and told him some bad news, bro. That's
Right. I'm
exactly what he
telling you,
looked
like
like.
yeah. He
he
wasn't
had that look,
laughing. He
man.
wasn't joking. He
Yep.
wasn't running
Yep.
around and shit. I said, "Where my nigga at? What's wrong with my nigga?" That's the first
Yep.
thing I said when the game started. I said, "What's wrong with my nigga, yo? That's not my
Yep.
nigga, man. My man
Yep.
be ready to go, man. He ain't
Right.
looking like he's
Right.
focused, ready to
And
do
then, hey,
nothing."
and look,
Huh?
He said, "Look," and he couldn't hear
He
nothing
said
else.
you don't hear nothing else. Yeah, but
He
yeah,
was,
I really think he was told, goddamn it, hey, this Peyton Manning Super Bowl, man.
hey,
So sit
let me ask you
down.
this: Has any of y'all watched the Super Bowl since we lost it? Have y'all watched it on YouTube or anything to play back?
My heart can't take it though.
I can't.
I can't either. I'm glad I ain't the only one. I can't play it. I can't do it. I
oh
can't do it.
God,
I can't
that's
I
one.
do
can't,
it.
That's one
dog.
I can't watch. I cannot watch.
Let me
Now
tell
I
you
watched
something, Logic.
the Jake
After
Delhomme
that,
and Tom
Yes,
after
sir.
Brady. I
that
watched
Super
that
Bowl,
one.
I watched that one too the other day, Mike. But let me tell you something. After that Super Bowl, I
Yeah.
couldn't watch
Me too.
football
I
for
watched that one too.
months.
It don't hurt much.
I couldn't watch football for months, dog. I had to sit down and literally, it took me all the way to the start of the next season before I was able to watch football again. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga,
That shit it hurt.
bro, I
I
was
feel you,
so
bro.
hurt, bro. I swear to you, the lady I was with, she looked at me and shit. I wish you find something to do. I said, "What the fuck you mean?" She was like, "Hey, it's just Cam Newton. That's all." I was like, "Nah, shut the fuck up. You don't talk like that. You don't understand."
Mm-hmm.
They took this from my nigga, and I know it. And they took that from me. They already took that shit from me when John Casey, he ain't fucked up all year. And you gonna tell me this nigga gonna fuck up at the last kick of the game? And these niggas gonna
Right.
give Tom Brady the ball on the 40-yard line? I already had to suffer that when I was a fucking teenager. Now I gotta suffer this as a man? Fuck you. I was mad, dog. I was mad.
Hey, y'all remember how Cam Newton, how they kept doing those interviews all week, and every time you saw him, he looked like he got more and more frustrated, like he was burnt out.
Yep,
Fact.
yep, yep.
I
Like,
remember that, bro. I remember that stuff distinctly. I'm
I'm
like,
telling you,
over,
I'm
asking
telling
the
you,
same
yep,
question over and over and over. Yep.
right. But niggas don't
yep.
remember how much money they got penalized for dirty hits after the game. Y'all should actually look at that, like Google that shit, because the fines that they gave up for dirty hits against Cam Newton, it was a fucking record. It was like, damn. It was like this nigga getting fucked up the whole Super Bowl. They ain't throw one flag. They just handed flying the next day. That's crazy, nigga. That's crazy. Y'all dirty as fuck for that, Denver. It's cool though. You got your white boy another ring and shit. He's guaranteed in the Hall of Fame. Archie made sure he made that call to Vegas. He was like, "My son, you gonna let him suffer? What my
Well,
family's done for this fucking team?"
the problem was is Eli had two, and the
Yeah,
questions was is
right,
how he's the less talented brother with two, and
right,
Peyton only had one.
right.
They
There's
couldn't
no
let
way
that shit sit
they,
like
they
that.
could they couldn't let that happen. Ain't no way in the hell Peyton going out here with just one ring.
And
Hmm
Archie said, "All the money I put towards this fucking corporation, you let nigger whoop my son in the Super Bowl."
God, come
Well,
on, bro.
you know that sounds all right.
That shit was not about to happen for everybody that's watching. And it's like, yo, that makes sense now. I'm mad that y'all ain't think about this. It was Super Bowl 50, and Cam Newton was laughing, jumping, and beating the shit out of all the white quarterbacks. Did y'all remember what we did to Green Bay and Arizona that year? We didn't just beat them, we pummeled them. The AFC
Hmm
Championship that year, Arizona got beat like Mike Tyson in his prime, and he was fighting a teenager. Like that's how Larry Fitzgerald was in the back in the locker room, was literally crying. He was like, "The lose is okay, but the lose like that, dog." He was emotional. We was pulling emotions
Larry
out of
Legend.
niggas. We will like to actually look at the Panthers now and actually think about back in the day, nigga. We made grown ass men emotional in the locker room the way we whooped your ass. And now we got this little
Wh-
itty bitty ass nigga ass quarterback, and I gotta support this shit what I know and what I'm used to.
Now, Mike, I'm
And
gonna
this
lay you
That's a
punk,
down there
fact.
because
That is a
you
fact.
was supporting your
We
boy.
got we
Now
got
That's a
you
we
ain't
fact.
like him.
we got Bryce Young Urkel. That motherfucker Steve Urkel Jr.
look, man.
Super.
I know what I'm gonna say this too. Like on some real shit, I actually gotta apologize because somebody said we gonna have Bryce Young about 1 or 2 more years. I started doing some thinking and doing some looking and paying attention to what they're doing. These motherfuckers, man. they this coach of ours is actually smart. And I'm gonna tell you why. Cause he's acting like a nigga for real. Pay attention. This motherfucker was pimped the shit out of Dave Canales. He was like, "Fix your quarterback." Yeah, I fix your quarterback. You gonna write me a check for how many years? I fix the shit out this quarterback. Who's the court? Nigga, they said they wanted somebody like Ben Johnson. He was in the office. Nigga, we gonna get a double running back system similar like they got in Detroit. We gonna run the ball, invest in the offensive line. We gonna be the next one up after Detroit. You know what I mean? Just like you be pimping the shit out of a bitch, making sure she give them draws, or you lie the shit out of a manager to make sure he get you that job. And he's following suit with everything he said. He said, "Nigga, let me get these motherfucking running backs in this bitch." And try to give him the offense he want to fucking see, since he gave me this garbage ass quarterback that I supposed to be fixing. Can't fix this nigga. I could just limit how many mistakes he can make every Sunday. So it looks like he's becoming a better quarterback. And that's what's going to cause this nigga to have his whole rookie season in Carolina.
What you mean,
I
You
mean,
mean the whole contract?
the whole rookie contract in Carolina. Because Dave
Nah.
Canales is going to, and then he's going to be able to be like, "Yo, see what I can do when you fuck up? Now let me pick my quarterback, and then we're going to go." The only thing that would stop that is if we get pimped, because I said this a couple weeks ago. Y'all niggas thought I was crazy, but all of a sudden now ESPN is saying it. What if Shador Sanders was to go to Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott is traded from Dallas?
Say that again, Mike.
The ESPN said today, what if Dak Prescott is traded from Dallas to make room for Shador Sanders and Coach Prime? Because Coach Prime is someone they feel Jerry Jones will listen to. They already have a
Mhm.
closed bond, and it's the last year on Mike McCarthy's contract. And it would guarantee him being to get Shador Sanders as a new up-and-coming quarterback. I swear feels like just weeks ago I said something similar to this on this motherfucking podcast, and nobody was like, you know what I mean? It came from me. It didn't make any sense. Now it's on ESPN, my niggas. Pay attention. I was breaking news first. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. I see it coming before it happens.
I said it's gonna either be. I still think it's gonna be the Raiders, but it could be possibly the Cowboys too. It could. That's a possibility.
I think that's the backup plan, to be real with you. I think it depends on if they want to get rid of that coach there. Because right now, for the Raiders to get Shador Sanders, I think 100% it makes perfect sense, especially with Tom Brady being partial owner, Deion
Hmm.
Sanders being his man like that, being coaching up Shador Sanders and shit. It looks like the perfect plan. But if Jerry Jones was to be like, hey, Deion, I'll let you coach here also, if we can figure a way to get Dak Prescott out the door, I'll make sure we get the pick we need to get your son here also.
Yeah.
I think Dion would move on that
So
to be
Deion
the
say he don't
coach
want to
your
do big
son
business, but
in the NFL. I think that'd be Dion shit.
it's a
But hey,
possibility. It's a possibility. I mean, I ain't ruling it out, because it is a possibility. Really the only, and maybe New York, the Giants, them really the only two or three places I can see him going. The
or the
Raiders, the
Jets.
Giants, to who?
The Jets.
I don't know if Deion would want him in with the Jets though.
I don't think that coach or that quarterback's gonna be there next year. I think it could be Dion and the son. I think there's several teams that would take that option because they're not happy with their coach and they're not happy with their quarterback. So they'll take a risk. Why not try it? We don't have nothing else. Like the Jets have nothing to lose for this experiment.
Yeah, but
Absolutely nothing.
don't they still got another year with Aaron Rodgers?
Technically, I don't even think Aaron. I think honestly, this year should show everybody that Aaron Rodgers ain't got it no more. They need to just cut the dead weight.
I don't think that's the problem in New York. It's the fact that them motherfuckers ain't got no offensive coordinator, man. That offense is stale as hell, man. It's a basic ass offense. You know what I'm
Wasn't
saying?
that the same offense he had in Green Bay though? Same
Yeah, but
coordinator, right?
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I think it's Aaron Rodgers and Hackett running a bullshit ass offense. If Aaron Rodgers had a goddamn offensive coordinator that he trusted and goddamn listened to, then I think Aaron Rodgers would be all right. I don't think it's the fact that he's fell off. I just think that goddamn
No,
scheme that they running
I,
in New York
no,
is
I
trash.
think it's Aaron Rodgers, and it's not just his talent. I think it's also the fact of the matter in the offseason, he ain't spending no time building no fucking chemistry. He's too good for that shit. To be,
I, I mean,
having the Aaron
yeah, but
Rodgers show.
I mean that could be the case too. But
You know what I mean?
he
So
still,
if you don't build
I
no
think he
chemistry
still
with no receivers,
Yeah,
you shit
yeah,
ain't gonna
yeah,
click.
yeah. That's what's going on too. They ain't
So
clicking the
and
chemistry part
still,
of
either way, my quarterback is my problem. Either he's getting old and he's not healthy enough, or two, he ain't invested enough. He's too busy looking at the limelights. Well, guess what? I'm gonna lose my job with you looking at these fucking limelights instead of giving me your all on this fucking field as
It
the
ain't the
coach.
limelight.
Sorry,
It's just
can't do it.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers don't give a fuck about limelight. It's just like that motherfucker. It's just his personality. He don't
You
really give a
don't
fuck.
care about limelight? That nigga's on TV every motherfucking week doing a little show on ESPN, having an interview. Hi guys. The fuck you mean he don't care about limelight? I'm a black belt now. I done went and do the all night thing and the dark retreat and stuff. I've been to the dark side. Every time you turn around, this nigga got something to say. He don't like limelight. This nigga's all about the limelight. This nigga mother wear a dress and come out in public and get with the other people that do that dumb shit because the nigga's weird as fuck. I went to the dark side. You gotta get comfortable with it. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? You not throwing the ball good. You're not seeing wide open plays. Watching niggas getting on the break. Your timing is off because you haven't built chemistry and you look like shit for a team that should be competing for the Super Bowl.
They
Sorry,
chemistry.
Aaron, you're the fucking problem.
Yeah, it's the chemistry, man. The chemistry in that offense is terrible. The goddamn the play calling is trash. It's no creativity in the offense. That's the goddamn
Bro,
Jets
Patrick
problem.
got more fucking chemistry with DeAndre Hopkins than you got with the nigga that you played with for 11 fucking seasons. What? Somebody make it make sense.
Yeah.
And so I can't give you. I'm not giving Aaron Rodgers another year. If I got a glimpse at MVP possibility, Aaron Rodgers, no, I'm a cold-hearted nigga when it comes to quarterback. I know what the fuck I got to go through to win the Super Bowl. You're not close to cutting it. I'm getting rid of your ass.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers, I can't depend on you beating a Josh Allen. Well, if I can, or Tua Tagovailoa, I can't even depend on you beating the two niggas in your motherfucking division. And to be honest, at the Drake May, it's a 50-50 shot. The way your ass is looking right now, I can't get, and I gotta pay you this much, nigga. Bye. Fuck out my motherfucking face. Nets. My fault.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got that off your spirit. You seem very passionate about that, Mike. So I just Three Lung Mike living up to his name over here.
Three
Fuck.
Lung Mike.
Three
Hey,
Lung Mike.
fuck you. I'm about to look. Hold on. Let me hit this green stuff while y'all talk.
You don't even get in his way. We just once he get wound up like that right there, you let Three Lung Mike go to whichever side of the planet he going on, and that motherfucker be all over the planet. He went from Green Bay. We talking about Cam Newton, and this nigga went to Green Bay.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
and D'Angelo trying to stick with him. That nigga.
Oh
D'Angelo, you
boy.
know, we let that nigga have that shit, man. Three Love Mike is on another level, dog.
Oh boy.
Oh
God
yeah,
damn it,
oh
Three
yeah.
Lung Mike.
That nigga got an extra lung, cuz.
They got that mic. That goddamn mic can't talk. That motherfucker get going, boy. He gonna go.
Yeah, yeah. We went from Super Bowl to Shador to Dion to Aaron Rodgers. Shout out to real AT&T. That nigga mind is all over the place, man. This is simple. Today we speak upon the greatest man to ever do it in the Panther franchise. Simply put, we talk from past to present. We talk to what we're looking at here and the change in between the two. And this has been a great discussion today. Excuse me. This has been a great one because I was gonna do a mock draft, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna leave this the way it is right now because this is an appreciation about the young fella that we deem one of the best to ever do it here. He don't get his flowers. All he usually get is people bashing him all day long. And today we aren't gonna bash this man. This man is due his flowers. So with
I'm
that
glad
being said,
because your
yes
draft
sir. What
sucked, nigga.
Three
Mock
Long Mike
draft.
again?
My fault. I was
Three
talking about
Long
your
Mike
mock
again?
draft, nigga. No, I was talking about your mock draft from last year, dog. My fault.
Yeah.
This shit be
What?
garbage, yo. It's cool.
Hey man, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it around here.
But your shit be straight though. We did have a bad one
God.
last year. That shit was good, yo. I'm just bullshit.
Yes sir. Trail. I got Instagram. You could follow the show at Black Cat Panther Podcast on Instagram, or you can find your boy with my personal Instagram is GroovyQ843. GroovyQ843. That's where your boy is at. So yes sir. I am on Instagram. Let's go ahead and get them last words. We can go ahead and let the longest nigga talk right now. So go ahead, Mike. Get it off your chest.
Shakur Sanders ain't coming. Cam Newton is being disrespected. Shit's fucked up right now, man. Bryce Young ain't the answer. We could just stay focused on the positive, which is the offensive line and the run game, and I'm out.
We appreciate that. Talk to me, D'Angelo.
Man, I ain't got but one thing, and this to goddamn David Tepper. Tep, goddamn it, if you listening, get this shit right with Cam. If you want to goddamn turn this motherfucking organization around, goddamn it, rewrite your motherfucking karma, man. Pay your karmic debt and motherfucking do what you gotta do. Make it right with Cam, man. Get this shit right. 'Cause this shit ain't motherfucking right. That's all I got to
That's
goddamn.
that's a fact, man. It's one of the things, and a lot of people get us misconstrued so well because you hear them, they talk to us, it almost comes off as we don't care for the Panthers. And as you can see, Cam Newton is single handedly the reason why a lot of us have seen success with the Carolina Panthers. And that's why I want to make sure that the narrative that's put here on Black Cat is that we support Cam, we love him. Like I said, he has given us some great years here in Carolina, and I want that to be remembered about one of the most winning quarterbacks in our franchise. Logic, talk to me if you got something, Bubba.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, another great show. Shout out to Ace Boogie, Cam Newton. Hey, you got to respect the ones who paved the way for us, man. You got to respect your legends. Other franchises make sure they take care of their people. We got to take care of ours. Tepper, you got to fix this, man. Forget all them haters. At the end of the day, we ain't forget what he done for us. I'm in the building all the time. I should be seeing plenty areas that's dedicated just for that man. And when I don't see it, and that's not acceptable, bro. Take care of the ones who took care of us, bro. At the end of the day, it's your boy Logic, man. I'm out.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lord.
Q, let me say something before you go. And
Go ahead,
because we
Cuz.
didn't touch on this. I just want to say something. You remember Cam said something about, he had a something happened with somebody. He had to mend some relationships in a relationship in the organization. Who the fuck was he talking
Mm-hmm.
about?
He was talking about David Tepper. Him and
Yeah,
David
it got
Tepper and Matt
okay,
Rule is what he was
okay.
talking about with the whole relationships and stuff like that.
So what the fuck
So,
happened? What happened with him and Tep?
well, you remember they had a burnt bridge when he first left, and
Hmm.
then he came back. He had to do a sit down with David Tepper, and they had to, put all that stuff behind them for him to come and play.
Right.
And then he said that he wanted to do like a round table for the
Okay.
legends in the
Yeah, yeah.
Panther
With the
land,
okay.
and they
Uh
wasn't fucking with it. They wasn't
huh.
fucking with him nor that.
Yeah.
A Funky Friday because they felt like sometimes he says things, and that's why he always
Okay.
said, "I speak out my mind. I speak my
Yeah.
mind on stuff." They feel
Yeah.
like some of the stuff that he was saying was painting them in a bad light almost.
Mhm. Okay. Okay.
So it's like
Okay.
he got somewhat had beef with the franchise.
Okay. That's what. Okay. All right.
And so to put that there, that's crazy that your own guy that held up this franchise for 10 years can't even speak his mind and talk about. I don't think they took too well to when he went on the pivot, when he
Mhm.
went on Brandon Marshall, I am athlete, and told that he learned that he wasn't gonna be a part of the team no more by text. Remember he
By
told
text.
that shit back in the day?
Mhm.
I don't think
Mhm.
they cared for none of that stuff. And so,
Okay. Well, it's the
and
goddamn truth. Shit. I mean, goddamn it, you
it
can't get
is,
you can't get mad at the truth.
but that's them boys, cuz. That's how they do. They don't want nobody, they don't want the world to know how shady it is. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Cam told, remember he told how Kyle Allen won a couple of games. They moved his locker to the edge of the edge of the room. He said, "Well, damn dog." They went from asking him how long you coming back to don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
That,
that's
I was figuring it was Tep though, but I wasn't for sure. Couldn't be nobody but goddamn Tep. Ain't nobody else here.
well, he was trying to say it without calling David Tepper a name. You know what I'm saying? Per
Yeah.
se.
Yeah. Well, he did call Tep name because he said he had no qualms with Tep. Said he had no qualms with him. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't say Tep didn't have no qualms with him.
There you go. That's what he was hinting at. They feel a certain type of way, but he don't feel no type of way. He just speaking his mind.
Yeah. Mhm.
And they don't like that shit apparently, cause you know, the more and more I talk about David Tepper, the boy come off like he got Napoleon complex, man. Like he a little man.
Yeah. He ain't a little man, but he got that complex. I think he gotta. He got a insecurity. He definitely got an insecurity.
Hmm. I don't know why he feels like he has to be the center of
Mm,
every. Now, granted, I get it. You come and you put $2 billion worth of cash money down on the franchise, so you feel like
yeah.
you wants to be included in every single aspect of this motherfucker. But
Hmm.
I think before he was allowed to purchase this franchise club, he should have went through ownership classes. He should have went through, and this is on the NFL to me,
Yeah.
understanding what he actually have and how it affect people's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
Because he making decisions for a franchise that people betting on these fucking games and shit, dog.
Right. 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 And
You
I'm one
got
of them.
niggas losing money.
And I'm one of them. God
Yeah,
damn it. Shit.
I'm betting it. They call me. They'll probably call me a hater, but I'm betting against the team sometimes.
Oh shit. God damn it. You right. I got damn it. When it comes to money, God damn it. It ain't it's business. It ain't personal when it comes to goddamn money.
Think about it. Think about it, dog. What me, me and Ronnie got a bet right now, and the bet
Me,
is
you
the
and
Panthers are
Ronnie. Me,
gonna
you
win.
and Ronnie.
There you
No,
go.
no,
Me,
no,
you,
hold on
Ronnie, and
now.
everybody.
Shit. Yeah, right.
We got to bet that the Panthers won't win 10 games. And it's
Right.
not off the strength of us not loving the team. I love the team unapologetically, but I know the way this team is structured right now, they
Exactly.
physically can't do it
Right.
because the team is not built right.
Mhm.
As you say
Mhm.
Ronnie name and he pop up. Look at him in the chat right there. Fellas, fellas, fellas.
Look at him. Old Ronnie. Look at old Ronnie. Old Ronnie Young. Look at him.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I love this team. I love this team probably. I'm probably one of the biggest fans ever. Like I said, you come to my house decorated. I got a room dedicated to the Panthers. It's like a little shrine where I got nothing but
Mhm.
Panther flag, man cave stuff. You know, Panther socks, shoes. I got Panther draws. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I love the team.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them things where I loved it so much I started a podcast. I want to talk about the team all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But I'm also call a spade a spade. If we're
Mhm.
not good, I'm also keep it real and say, hey, we not good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna call a spade all the motherfucking time when it comes to my team, when it comes to the players on the motherfucking team. I don't give a fuck who you is. God damn it, I could have loved your motherfucking ass coming out of college, but once I see you ain't worth a goddamn on the next level, I'm gonna talk shit. Hey, you motherfucking trash.
Shout out to my girl Kitty, man. Kitty says, say it, Q. Bryce can't do it. The motherfucker ain't shit. My man Trail said, when are we doing a mock draft? He could tune in. Um, I was gonna do one today, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull back and I'm gonna probably save that for something like tomorrow or either Sunday because we don't have a game Sunday, and I felt like I want to do something for the people on Sunday because I'll be going out of town on vacation Monday through Friday, so I wanted to get something in before the week was out because all y'all have is GOAT probably on Tuesday.
Running
So
abracadabra, fucker.
I'm gonna save it, cuz I'm gonna save it. You talking about abracadabra, like a genie nigger. Boy, that nigga funny, boy. Shout out to that nigga Roddy, man. That boy funny. But anyway, my last words is you never forget where you come from. You keep it true to yourself. And at the end of the day, fuck everybody else's opinion. There ain't a person around here that's gonna change the way I feel about my quarterback Cam Newton and what he has done for this franchise. So I just putting that out there. There will always be love for Cam on Black Cat. Always.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my quarterback. You got anything you want to add?
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no. You said it all. God damn it. Hey. God damn it. No, no, no motherfucking Cam blast me over here. God damn it. Shit.
All right.
Motherfucking legend.
Well, we'll see y'all when we see y'all.